Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Ravens coming in at 5-7, going up against the Bengals, who come in at 3-9. With that, let's get you on up to Baltimore as we welcome in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Here comes Grant on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the starting offense. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run again with Presley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their first-round selection. William Jackson III out of Houston has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On the run, this is Presley, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. Now 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They come out here in the eye. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
380.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Dalton, 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The linebacker Christian Jones there to make the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a carry here for Presley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted them to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Here we go now. Bring it in that Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check, Patriot.
They'll run. It's Presley. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Here we go.
Down he goes.
39.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Baltimore after this. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. In motion right is Thomas. Thomas, the man in motion left.
Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Play clock winding down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Second down, Dalton. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Third down and 8 now. Third down from the gun, Dalton. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part. Forget. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down. And you as a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Leopard.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got time. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap. to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So Dalton now. And caught. Right side. Green. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Here's Presley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll come
Patriot.
out in the pistol.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And they'll run it here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Finding time. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals getting set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On the toss, Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Dalton throwing on second down. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. 380. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Shift together here from the D-line.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Ravens are going to have a first down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Back to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. And the play clock's running down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Dalton. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet inbounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Willie Henry with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Third down from the gun. Dalton. Looking left side, and it's complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Fresh set of downs here. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Man, 380. 380. Zebra.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
380. 380.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
380.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
380. Zebra.
He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively, and the back goes into motion. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Here's the option going right. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a catch.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
380. 380.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Here's Dalton. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd and 10 here. Green alone out to the right. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So now Dalton looking for someone to throw to. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They come up in an offset eye. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They run the counter now on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's complete to Jesse James. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we're going to have to go for the hot dogs.
No. Check. Patriot.
In motion left is Thomas. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will take the lead at 13-10. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Baltimore, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
all up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that